Hey everyone, today we're going to take a slight turn of what you're a little bit used to here on the channel, and we're going to go for a bit of an opinion piece today. Namely, should teachers be able to sell their lesson plans online? There are people who are definitely for being able to sell your lesson plans online, and there are those who are against it. Today we're going to go over a few points on each side and kind of see where your heart lies at the end of it. Hey, welcome back to Sell Your Lessons. I'm Jessie, your digital marketing coach, and today we're going to take a slight turn and talk a little bit about an opinion. So the first thing I want to say is, as with any opinion, it's not necessarily right or wrong, it's just what's true for you, and in this point, what's true for me. So I encourage you to let me know as I go through this, some of your comments below and your feelings, whether you agree with what I say or disagree. I want to open up that conversation. I would just also like to make sure that we keep things very professional and respect each other's opinions, because again, at the end of the day, no one's right, no one's wrong. We just have what is true for us. So again, I encourage you to comment below. So let's go ahead and dive into some of these reasons about whether teachers should be able to sell their lesson plans online or not. Some people are for it, some people are against it, and we want to just kind of discuss a few reasons why that may be. Starting with some of the teachers who have maybe been around a while, are veteran teachers, maybe even upwards of 30 years. I find that a lot of those teachers are against selling lesson plans online. And I don't think it's necessarily because of the time that they've put into teaching, but just the way that they were raised as teachers. And I have to admit, when I was in the teaching program in college, I was kind of raised on the beg, borrow, and steal philosophy, right? You want to make sure that you take advantage of any material that you can get your hands on, beg for it, borrow it, steal it, although that third one may have a little asterisk because you don't necessarily want to steal something that sounds bad. But you're always sharing your lesson plans back and forth, you're finding things from others, and you're receiving some as well. And you're giving back in return. And I want to say first and foremost that while my channel is called Sell Your Lessons, and I am a big proponent of selling your lesson plans online and making, whether it is a part-time job or a full-time job, making some sort of career about that, I'm also in the camp of sharing what you have with those around you. Now, going back to some of those teachers that are veteran teachers, have been teaching for many, many years, chances are they began teaching before the internet and technology has transformed our lives the way that it has. And in the beginning, all you were not connected to people around the world. You were connected to the people in your district, or sometimes just in your own building. And even then, you may be the only teacher that teaches the subject that you're teaching. So having such a small pool of people to collaborate with, you really felt the need to ask others for help and receive it and give it in return. And I find that now that the world has opened up at our fingertips, I'm a big proponent of sharing what you have with those around you and those that you personally know. But outside of that, everybody's really a stranger, and you're able to help maybe students and touch their lives across the world when you normally wouldn't have had that opportunity, especially not 30 years ago. And just being able to get compensated for that work, I don't really see a problem with that. So what I want to say is that times have changed, and also when there is a need, which is quality lesson plans, someone is going to fill that. And when someone fills a need, there's always going to be people who charge for it. So whether we're for it or against it isn't going to stop it from happening. It may just stop you from purchasing or you from creating online, but it doesn't mean that other people have to feel the same way you do. And in fact, many do not. And I'm not saying you do. You know what I hope you're following me here. Again, this is a little strange for me going into an opinion piece because I am definitely not the person who likes to make waves or disagree with someone. But when it comes to selling your lesson plans online, I feel like I'm finally marrying the two things that I know so much about, which is digital marketing and teaching. And being able to share those passions with you all has really helped light me up and is really the reason that I started this channel. So another reason that teachers, turn to sell their lesson plans online is because for whatever reason, they may not be able to stay in the classroom. It may be someone who wants to stay home with their children like it was for me, or whether it's someone that for whatever health reasons is no longer able to teach in the classroom, or maybe it's someone who just needs out of the classroom and has found this alternative lifestyle to be able to still use their expertise in teaching and make some money to help fulfill the lifestyle that they hope to receive. So for whatever reason it is, it may not always be a traditional route. And that's the other thing. People selling their lesson plans online is not just a teacher in a classroom trying to do what people call the side hustle or trying to make a little bit of extra on the side. There are many people like that because, let's be honest, teaching is not the most lucrative profession. And a lot of teachers have second and third jobs. But it may not always be those teachers selling lesson plans online. Sometimes it's the type of teacher who does it as that is their career, that is their profession. They professionally make lesson plans to sell online, and that's how they are able to continually pump out high quality content because they have the time to really create those materials. And that brings me to the next point, which is a lot of the materials online, of course, like anything, you're going to find high quality and you're going to find low quality. But those people that are putting in the time to make high quality materials are putting in the time to research, not just the material, but differentiation and different delivery methods of that content. They're taking the time to design their lessons and really make this high quality product to deliver to people who are purchasing. And they are purchasing themselves, they are purchasing the software and the materials they need to create these products to begin with. So for them to turn around and sell it for just a few dollars online really helps them continue to be able to provide this service because they are being compensated for it. Also, if teachers are in the classroom and they need something on the fly, chances are it's not going to be a high quality product, just something thrown together. But if they can go online, find exactly what they're looking for, they may be able to find a high quality piece of material to educate their students, and that really helps the students in the long run because they're receiving this high quality piece of material versus something the teacher just threw together on the fly. Having this open market online is able, it really helps facilitate teachers being able to find this high quality material to share with students. I'd also like to bring up the beginner teachers, those people who are maybe in their first or second or third year of teaching who don't really have a lot of experience under their belt. They can go online, find these materials created by veteran teachers who have practiced this in the classroom, know it's effective, and these beginning teachers can purchase this material to kind of help them out. I know that the first year of teaching from firsthand experience is one of the most stressful times in a teacher's career. And so being able to go online to find these materials to help them out in the classroom is truly a lifesaver. Whether it is a quick on-the-fly sub-lesson plan or filling the gap in an outdated curriculum, having that ability to just go online and find a lesson that fits your need has really saved a teacher's tail a time or two. So hopefully, again, these opinions that I've shared with you today are just some of the reasons why some people think you should be able to sell your lesson plans online and those who think that teachers should not be able to. But let me just say that this is not about those teachers in the classroom selling their lesson plans online. This is also about maybe homeschooling teachers who have found effective strategies and want to create high quality lessons to sell to other homeschooling teachers. Or maybe it's someone who is, again, for whatever reason, cannot be in a physical classroom, and this is the way that they're using their expertise and monetizing it in a way that fulfills their lifestyle. So whatever the reason it is, whether you're for or against, I hope that this has opened up a discussion about whether teachers should be able to sell their lesson plans online. If you are ready to sell your lessons online, why don't you go ahead and check out some of the other videos on the channel, and hopefully you'll find something that kind of sparks your journey into becoming an entrepreneur. And if you were really enjoying the content on this channel, don't forget, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be alerted when we put out new content each Tuesday. I cannot wait to see you there. Bye.